Inspector French's Greatest Case by Freeman Wills Crofts, narrated by John Rayburn. A late-night murder of a diamond merchant's veteran employee in London's Hatton Gardens has Scotland Yard calling on Inspector French to investigate. When French gets there, he finds not only the victim, but missing diamonds and money from an open safe. There are meager clues as the inspector follows a trail to mainland Europe and back. There are many false clues and several suspects, with much of the searching leading to nothing but dead ends. We listen as French sorts it all out, finding the missing diamonds and nabbing the murderer. Chapter 1. Murder. The back streets surrounding Hatton Garden in the city of London do not form at the best of times a cheerful or inspiring prospect. Narrow and mean and flanked with ugly, sordid-looking buildings grimy from exposure to the smoke and fogs of the town, and drab from the want of fresh paint, they can hardly fail to strike discouragement into the heart of anyone eager for the uplift of our 20th century civilization. But if on a day of cheerful sunshine the outlook is thus melancholy, it was vastly more so at 10 o'clock on a certain dreary evening in mid-November. A watery moon, only partially visible through a damp mist, lit up pallidly the squalid, shuttered fronts of the houses. The air was cold and raw, and the pavement showed dark from a fine rain which had fallen some time earlier, but which had now ceased. Few were abroad, and no one whose business permitted it remained out of doors. Huckley Street, one of the narrowest and least inviting of the district, was indeed deserted save for a single figure. Though the higher and more ethical side of civilization was not obtrusive, it was by no means absent. The figure represented law and order. In short, it was that of a policeman on his beat. Constable James Alcorn moved slowly forward, glancing mechanically but with practised eye over the shuttered windows of the shops and the closed doors of the offices and warehouses in his purview. He was not imaginative, the constable, or he would have rebelled even more strongly than he did against the weariness and monotony of his job. A dog's life, this of night patrol in the city, he thought, as he stopped at a crossroads and looked down each one in turn of the 4 dingy and deserted lanes which radiated from the intersection. How deadly depressing it all was. Nothing ever doing, nothing to give a man a chance. In the daytime it was not so bad when the streets were...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?